where she lives.
Mm-hmm. So the street where she.
Lives.
Leaks.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay. Anything else?
Well,
Uh,
okay, go ahead.
yeah. Sorry. What was the mistake of the first one of a friend? What did I say?
Friends. Oh, friend.
Ah,
Oh, friend, like the name of a friend. So you didn't say the A in
okay.
the middle. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not
Really?
me.
Ah,
Sorry,
okay.
not
No, it's okay. Don't worry. Okay, okay.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah, when I heard something that it was like, which of this referring to a people? I think is who of them.
Mm, no, that's okay with which. You can say which one of them. That's not a
Or
problem.
all right.
You can say which one of them. That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, very well. So I think generally was very good. The only other correction that I have is that I think we were combining like he and she because I remember that the name was Monse, right? But then you were saying like he lives or something like that. So if it's like a woman, we only say she, right? So try not to
Yeah.
combine like he and she if you're talking about the same person, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I heard you're calling to 1111 or whatever, right? So with calling, we don't say two. You're calling 911. You're calling Jose or whatever.
know
So
that.
without the two in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was good in general. So guys, we're going to do situation 4. Andre, could you read the situation for us?
Sure. You call the operator at the emergency number.
Okay. Do we have any questions?
You call the operator. What's the number? Okay. No.
Okay. So Karen, let's imagine that you have an emergency and Alfredo is the operator. Okay, so same thing, the rest you can take notes, please.
Okay, wait, teacher. Wait a moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
The situation that I want.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can imagine like the strategy that you want. It's okay.
Okay, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, hi. Hi.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Alfred. Alfred.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Alfred, be serious, please.
What's your emergency? What's your emergency?
Oh my goodness! I have an emergency because my cat jumped from the window, and I live on the 15th floor, and he is at the side of the window. So I call you because, or if you can help me with the firefighters. I don't know if they can help me, please.
That's a really hard situation. Let me contact the firefighters to ask them, and I will call you as soon as possible. Do you have a contact number
A contact number for what?
to call you back?
Oh yeah, yeah. But you have my number there, no?
Yes, but it's only for
Okay, okay, don't worry. My number is 331-255.
okay, perfect. I will call you back as soon as I can when I get the firefighters and
But please,
reference.
it have to be as soon as possible, please, because my cat is screaming so
Try to put.
loud and he's very scary.
And where is he
Scared.
located? He's at the border of your floor, or he's
No,
in your
there is like
apartment?
a little a wall near the window, and he jumped from the window, and he's there, but he's very uh, scared about it.
Okay. I will call the firefighters.
Maybe
from
they
my-
can come with a
with
ladder.
a ladder truck.
Yeah.
Maybe they will go there with a ladder truck, but let me confirm that. I'll call you back in 3 minutes.
It's an emergency, okay?
Yes, but I need to contact that. But I'm 911. They are firefighters.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, very good. I hope nothing happens to your cat in
is
real life.
the baddest emergency operator.
The worst.
The worst, yeah.
Probably your cat will die.
Yes,
Afraid.
I hope nothing happens to Karen's cat ever,
Teacher,
like in real life. That was very
teacher,
intense.
it happened, okay?
Yeah, it happened in real life.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, when I was in the United States like 3 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you take your cat with you to the US?
No, my boyfriend was
Ah,
here with them, but he was sleeping.
Jesus. Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
And how they help you?
He said to me the situation after he rescued him. Yeah.
Obviously,
Obviously.
okay. So guys, so do we have any feedback in regards to the improvisation? Okay, did we hear any mistakes, guys? Nope. Okay.
First, attend or take the phone with an rapidly or
Mhm.
as an emergency.
Yes, he has to be more professional. Okay, well, so in regards to the grammar
I'm an accountant.
and all of that, so I heard a couple of mistakes. So I heard at the site, so we don't say at, we can say on the site.
On the side.
Then I heard it have to be as soon as possible, so it has to be, right? It has to be as soon as possible. And in one moment, Alfredo, you're trying to ask a question, but you are saying it like a sentence, like he is on the border. So we have to say like a question: is he or is it on the border, on the floor, whatever, right? So with question structure: is he?
Okay.
Blah blah. Very good. Well, besides that, it was good. So guys, now we're going to practice comparisons. Okay, comparatives and superlatives. So you can take a photo of these images, and in first we're going to make questions and answers with comparatives and superlatives, like the better, sorry, the best, better than, bigger than, biggest, okay, all of those words. So questions and answers.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Got it.
Yes.
Ready with the photo.
Okay. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello, ¿cómo estás? Por allá, con mucho sueño.
That's hard in
Mhm.
this hour.
I want to sleep.
Did you take the photo?
Yeah?
Okay, now we have to say sentences with every part. So I can say that Rob is the tallest of the boys.
It's a sentence or question and answer. I understood that.
No, it's sentences. I heard sentences.
Okay. Okay, the smaller Peter is the smaller.
Peter is smaller. Yes.
And
Uh,
the son is the bigger.
who is the son?
Who is the son? The son is the bigger.
I don't get it.
The son is there. The son is the bigger. Es el más grande.
No, but in the planets, they are talking about temperature.
Oh my God. Okay. 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 The sun is the more. I don't understand that. The most hot or
The hottest.
the hottest. The hottest.
Jupiter is the coldest.
Okay, Mark is the cheaper, or the bill of the Mark. The bill marks is the cheaper.
Mark's bill
Mark's bill is the cheaper.
Is the smaller. Is the smallest.
Okay, it's the smallest. Mark's bill is the smallest. Is the smallest.
Okay. Tim's bill is the highest.
Tim bills is the highest.
And Jenny has not as money as Tim, or not as short as Mark.
Okay, Jenny is the is more big. It's most big. No, is more big than Mark. Jenny's bill is more big than Mark's bill. And
Jenny's bill is bigger than Mark's bill.
It's bigger than Mark's bill.
Yes.
It's bigger than Mark's bill. And octagon or octagon size. Octagons. Octagon size. Let me see. Is bigger. Is the bigger, right?
No. The octagon has most sides as the other. The octagon has more sides than the pentagon.
Mm-hmm.
The triangle has less size than the pentagon.
The pentagon. Mm-hmm. And the octagon size. Uh-huh. Ah, okay, the size. Mm-hmm. And the pentagon. The pentagon size. The pentagon size.
Size.
Is bigger than, I'm not sure, octagons, or is the same?
No, in this part, we're not talking about about size. We're talking about the number of the sides. So it's
So,
not important if the triangle is bigger than the pentagon.
okay, it's
The
only the
most
number.
important thing of sides.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the pentagon size is bigger than triangle.
The pentagon has more sides than the triangle.
Than the triangle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And the next one is 15.
Now we're going to talk about the long, how long is the cotton, the wool, or the
Mm-hmm.
or the cotton,
Mm-hmm.
the thread, the wool, or the
so
Recording
we're
in
going
progress.
to start with Viviana. Question, please.
Let me see. Where is the where is the hat? The most hat in the teacher, about the first or the second or whatever.
You can choose whichever. That's not a problem. You can use any image.
Okay, in the first image, who person is the most small?
So we're talking who?
Who person? Or who is the most smaller? Who is the
So let's
smaller
say-
in the picture?
So you can say who is the smallest person in the picture.
Okay, who is the smallest?
So can you repeat it? Who?
Who is the smallest person in the picture?
Sofia Castro.
Sorry, can you repeat it, Viviana, please?
Who is the smallest person in the picture?
Okay. Peter is the smallest person in the picture.
Now, Ashley, you can ask Natasha a question.
Okay, is the Earth as large as Jupiter?
No, it is not. Jupiter is larger than the Earth.
Very good. Justin, you can ask a question.
Sure. Let me see. Is the sun smaller than the earth?
Alfredo.
No, it isn't. And the sun is large. larger than the earth.
Pronunciation, the sun is?
Bigger than the earth.
Or the other word, larger.
Larger.
The pronunciation is larger. Okay, very good.
Larger.
Let's continue. So let's try to use other auxiliaries. Instead of is, we can use are, does, do. Okay, let's try to use the others. So Andre, question, please.
All right. Okay. Which book is the thickest one?
Okay, Sofia Mendes.
Pardon?
Can you repeat the question, Andre?
Right. Which book is the thickest one?
The Bible is the biggest one, the thickest one.
Okay, Ariana, you can ask Karen a question. No more is. Let's use other words.
Okay. Which of the three guys is the richest one?
But no more is.
No. Who of the three guys earn more money?
Help. Who of the three guys?
Earns more money.
Earns. Help. So the most money.
The most money.
So can you repeat it, please?
Whom of the three guys earns the most money?
Who, right, without the M. Who.
Who?
Okay. Karen.
Okay. Okay. Team earned more money than Jenny.
So one more time, team. Okay, can you say it again, please? Team.
Team earned.
Help.
Earns.
Earned. Oh, earns. Okay. Team earns more money than Jenny.
You can also say team earns the most money because the question was with the most.
Okay, the most money.
Okay, let's do another round. So Sofia Castro, you can ask.
Does the triangle have more sides than the octagon?
Vivi?
No, he doesn't. No, it doesn't. The octagon is the biggest.
So the octagon?
The octagon is the biggest.
Help.
Has more sides than the triangle.
Okay. Has more sides.
So let's go to Natasha. Question, please.
Okay. Which thread is the larger one?
Which thread is the?
Larger.
Help.
Larger.
The longest one.
Longest. Okay, which thread is the longest one?
Ashley?
Which what? Sorry, Nati.
Which thread? Yeah.
Is the longest. The wool thread is the longest.
But we have two that are 15 centimeters. So one more time, the?
Again, teacher?
So we have, if you see the image, we have two that are 15 centimeters. So can you answer again? The blue?
Okay. Sorry, yes. The blue one is the longest.
We can say the blue and the red one are the longest. Right? Because they have the same number, right?
Sorry, yes. The blue one and the red one are the longest.
Yes. Okay, Alfredo, you can ask Justin, please.
Which is the wider book?
So which is the?
The widest
Widest.
book.
Mm. Well, it is because I'm thinking what is the meaning of widest?
Wide.
Widest, like it was like this.
Okay. The maybe the almanac is the widest.
It could be.
No.
No, which one?
It's because
It's the Bible.
but wide and
Well,
thick are different
depends.
things,
It
right?
depends. Uh-huh.
So they are different things, right?
Okay.
So widest, the red one could be the widest because widest is like ancho and thick is grueso. So they are different things, right? They are not the same thing. So the answer could be correct.
Okay.
Okay, now Sofia Mendes, you can ask a question, please.
What?
You can make a question, please.
Okay. Who had didn't who had more money on the account?
Okay, but when we're saying more, you have to compare it to another person.
Who had more money on the account compared to Jenny?
Andre.
Tim has more money compared to Jenny.
And finally, Karen ask Adriana a question.
Okay, let me see. What was the oldest? What was the oldest book?
The oldest book is the Bible.
Okay, that's fine. Very good. So guys, now we're going to go to English in Common. Let's look for page 39. Sorry, 38. Okay, this one, the good old days. So guys, did you already read the 3 letters?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so you can open the books on those pages.
Letters?
So we have
Which
one letter.
page?
But our last teacher gave us a letter per group.
Yes.
Really? That's a problem. Okay, so let's do something. Because I need everyone to read every letter. So in pairs, we're going to read the letters on page 139 and 140. Okay, so the 2 letters. And then we can come back to discuss these questions, okay? But everyone has to read the 2 letters. Okay, that's important for the evaluation. Okay, so
139 and 140.
Yes, so you have one letter on page 38. You can read it again if you need to. And on pages 139 and 140, you have another 2 letters, so you have to read both of them, okay? Everyone has to read the 2 letters. Okay? Okay, got it.
I don't remember which letter I read last time.
But you have to read both anyways.
Teacher, what are the letters in the 139 and 140? But where is the other one?
You have one on 139 and another one on 140. It's one letter per page.
There are just two letters.
Yes, you have to read the 2 letters.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Hello, Viviana. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. Fine. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have to read both, right? And answer those questions.
Yeah,
That's right.
right.
Okay, so I don't know, maybe I can read one and you can read the other one.
Okay.
Okay, so can you start? I'm looking for the
Okay, moment, please. I'm trying to find that page. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I must respond to Mark Wright's article. The good old days from last week, I agree with him fully on the sameness of today's world. This being the inevitable downsides to globalization, nothing irks me more than the identical clothes people wear and gadgets they carry, not to mention chain stores and restaurants. However, his argument that the old days were better is simplifying things too much. This is the first.
Okay. Oh my god, I got confused. You were reading the one in page 139.
Right?
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna read the other one. Okay. Or do we answer the questions of that one first?
Let me see. Okay, this is the letters to the editor. This is the divide into groups. Student A and B. Okay, let me see. This is the page. Okay, this is the second part, page 140. The first is in last week's edition, and the second part is when I wrote. Does the writer mostly agree or disagree with Mark Rift? Okay, and
well, he said that he agreed. So.
Okay, and what does that mean by our world today is richer, and what his main point makes about food? Okay.
Okay, he agreed with him, right? Fully in the sameness today's world. Okay, I'm a little bit well, not confused, but I wasn't here on Friday, so
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't read this.
Okay.
So.
Okay. The first part says.
Yeah.
Okay. In the first part of page 139 is the good old is the let me see. In last week's edition, Mark blah blah blah. This is the first part, or the first part in the document. The second part about the page 140 is letter to edition. I must respond the second page or the next page. Look.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is the book.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the first part. This is the page 139. This is the first part. Okay. And we need to answer about the first part. This is in this sentence. The second part about the page 140 is this, the second page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that one, but I just need to I think that I need to read like the thing that say the good days, because I'm not like understanding what he's saying. So is there a problem if I read it? Like I don't know.
No, we can read about that. because
Okay,
we need to
well,
answer. Okay, we need to
yeah,
read.
okay. So I will read it like to have like a better. Okay,
Mhm.
so can we escape the uniformity of globalization? Is every city in the world doomed to be the same? And why does it feel like English is dominating other languages? Mark Wright reports on international travel today and longs for the good old days. I travel often for my job. 1 month I'm in Asia, another in Latin America, and sometimes Europe, but it almost doesn't matter where I go anymore. I see the same Starbucks app. We have to go.
Oh, very quick.
Any questions
Recording in
about the
progress.
letters?
Yes, what does irks mean?
It like irritates
Okay.
or
And
bothers. Mhm.
and pigeon hold it?
Pigeonhole.
Hold.
It means like stereotyped.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
Teacher, do you always switch the groups?
Yes, we have to. They told us that we have to make different pairs every exercise.
Oh.
Yes, that's not my decision. Intensa told
No,
us.
no, I think it's better.
Yes, yes, it's good so you can interact with everyone. Okay, so guys, did you answer these questions with the other teacher? This part?
No, teacher.
No.
We were discussing
Uh-huh.
these questions when the class ends.
Ended. Okay. Okay, no problem. So we're going to start again. So let's start with Karen. So this is about the first letter. So it says, does the writer mostly agree or disagree with Mark Wright? What do you think?
He disagree with him.
Well, actually it's a woman, I think Marcia. So we can say she.
What?
It's a woman. The writer is a woman in this letter.
Teacher, a woman. Okay, she disagree with him.
So she
Disagrees.
disagrees.
Okay, she disagrees with him.
Okay, and why? Why? What does she say?
Okay, she said, let me see. It was, okay, Marcia. Yeah. Sorry, teacher. Okay, yeah. She disagrees with him because he said that the national identities are getting lost, and she said that that he didn't know how to identify the culture and the identities and the identity that every person has in the world. And what else?
Okay, I think that's fine. So we say identities.
Identities.
And identify. Okay, very well. So let's go to question number 2. Adriana, what does she mean by a more international view? What do you understand from that concept?
I think that is that you can see the things in a different way. Because in different parts of the world, you are not seeing the words of this in the same way because they have different cultures or ways of to see the life. I don't know.
So ways to see?
To see life.
Okay, that's fine. And Sofia Mendes, question number 3. What is the main point she makes about food? What do you think?
Teacher, because I didn't read that. I didn't have time to read it. So I don't know.
Okay, so Andre?
I can, okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, she says that, well, Mike Wright is complaining about the food, and he says that you will see the same Starbucks and McDonald's, and all the countries, and she disagrees, saying that, well, that's true, but it depends to you if you want to eat a Big Mac and a Frappuccino, uh, while you can go for a Pad
Well,
Thai,
mhm.
or I forgot, or sushi or curry. Yeah,
Yes, like you can try like the local food.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now we're going to talk about the second letter, about the letter from, I forgot the name, from Chang Hu Li. Okay, so let's have Andre. Does the writer mostly agree or disagree with Mark? What do
He
you
is
think?
he is agree with Mark.
And so can you repeat it? He?
He agrees with Mark. Or
Mhm.
he agreed with Mark.
With yes, he agrees.
With yes.
Uh-huh.
Or
Yes.
without yes.
Okay, so you have to put an S after the verb, right? He agrees or he disagrees?
He agrees with Mark.
Uh-huh. And why? Why do you think that?
Because he says that it is inevitable that the globalization how can I say involves the earth, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Because it's inevitable that the globalization, because of the actual how can I say mercado, like a mercado, but
So because of the,
not market, the mercado,
you can say
the entire,
not the actual, you can say the current, right? The current
yeah,
market, you can say market, that's okay.
it's okay. Okay,
Or
well, the
economy.
current our current economy, uh, um, well, make that every single country have to improve and accept another cultures, because they need to grow up.
And they need to
They need to grow up.
help.
To grow.
Grow.
Growth.
Without the
Okay.
up, they need to grow.
Okay.
Huh?
Grow.
Mhm.
When we use up, teacher.
Grow up is like physically, like a kid. A kid grows up, or when you become like more mature emotionally. But in general, we say grow. Like if you're talking about your job, you grow, or the economy grows. Grow up is
Growth with th at the end.
that's a noun. That's not a verb.
All right. Thank you.
For example, you can say I have to work on my personal growth, but this is a thing. It's not a verb. It's not
All
an
right. All right. All right.
yes. Okay, well, I would say that this person mostly disagrees, right? Because he says that he agrees with one aspect. He thinks that the world looks like very similar nowadays, but then he also contradicts most of Marx's ideas, right? So I would say that this person mostly disagrees also, right?
Okay.
Okay, and
But
let's
what he said, I agree with him fully on the exact sameness of today's world.
yeah, so he says that he agrees with that aspect, right? That the world is like very similar.
Actually, teacher, what does
But
sameness mean? Because I think that's the problem.
sameness is like similarities, like uniformity. That's what it means. So he
Okay.
thinks that the world is very uniform, but if you continue reading, it says, however, his argument that the old days were better is simplifying things too much, right? So he agrees in one aspect, but the rest he contradicts Mark.
Yeah, I couldn't read it on the entire letters.
It's okay, don't worry. You will have more time to continue reading.
All right.
So let's have Alfredo. So number 2, what does he mean by our world is richer today?
I think that it's about now we can learn about other cultures without leaving our countries or by traveling, but because the globalization now is keeping distance shorter than 50 years ago.
Okay, very well. And let's go to Natasha. What is the main point he makes about food?
Teacher, I'm sorry, but we didn't finish that one because I was I wasn't here on Friday, so I didn't read the first part, so I didn't understand. So we were like doing everything. So I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So guys, if you didn't have time to finish for some reason, you can read them during the break, okay? Because this is for evaluation, so it's important that
Okay.
you read. So let's go to Justin. So what does this person say about food?
Okay.
Sorry, Adriana, were you?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, Adri, go ahead. Justin already participated.
Yeah,
So.
I'm going to ask an hypothetical question, but not related with the topic.
Okay, so we can save it for the end. So Justin, go ahead.
Well, okay. Let me think. Well, he explained something that, for example, McDonald's have like improved in each country for the culture, and they have like different
Menus.
for everybody. Yes.
Yes, can you give me a couple of examples?
Sure. In McDonald's in Germany, they sell in beer, and in India, well, no, they in Hong Kong, they sell rice burgers.
And in Costa Rica, does
Well,
McDonald's sell anything? McPinto and
You can buy that Tinka burger.
Yes. Yeah, so that also applies to Costa Rica, right? If you go to McDonald's, you can buy Pinto in Costa Rica, but you cannot buy Pinto like in the US, right? So they can like adapt their menu depending on the country. Okay, very well. So Adriana, were you going to ask something? Sorry.
No, yes, today or when is the test? Today or tomorrow?
No, it's on Thursday.
On Thursday.
On Thursday, the 5th of August. So
Teacher, why Thursday? My goodness.
I don't know.
I thought that it was today.
No, because today is only day 6 of the modules. So in general, we have 8 days per module to practice. So you still have a lot of pending activities. Yeah. Why did you want the evaluation to be today?
Teacher, to
leave early.
To finish faster.
To leave early.
To be on module 29.
But you gotta be patient. It is to take full advantage of all the modules. Look at all the activities that you still have pending. So we still have to do. The idea is that we do all the activities, right? The idea is not only to move faster. You can also do like all the activities of the module. So we still have like a lot of things to do. So that's why it is on Thursday and not today. We still have
okay, teacher,
a couple
thank you. Let us know.
No problem. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so guys, you can take a photo of these. Sorry, where are they? Okay, you can take a photo of these questions and we're going to discuss them in pairs. Okay, they are about the ratings.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, what? Already.
No, hold on a second.
Okay. Got it.
Yes.
Jesus.
Hi.
Buenas, buenas.
Hi.
I think did
Okay.
did everyone read all the all the lectures, all the letters?
No, I mean, not me, but I think that we can do it step by step, no? Like answering the question and
Right.
looking through the notes and through the letters.
Who is the first?
Me, Sophie.
No, but who was the first writer? Because I have Marsha Cole. Well, I think that Mark Wright is the writer.
Oh my God. Aquí hasta the good old days.
Yes, that's the one that Mark Wright wrote.
Uh-huh. Why does he travels frequently? Because he wants to. For his job. Number one is for his job, right?
That's there.
Yeah.
Yes, he travels
Yes.
frequently because of his work.
What does he complain about? So,
He's complaining about the globalization.
Globalization and that's another. Yep, globalization. Number two, globalization. Number three is what activity does he miss from the good old days? He miss
Vamos a ver.
when he did different cultures and different ways of life. New cultures and let me see. And different ways of life. Okay, number four. In general, why does Marika, no, Marcia,
Marica. What does Marisha Cole disagree with him? Because diversity and availability is a good thing. That you can choose different restaurants.
Okay, is that one? Because you can choose different restaurants?
But in general, is that if you don't know if you always take a holiday in a hotel, you will always get the same.
Okay.
But I don't know how to write it now. If you choose the same, you will get the same. It's like.
So the same thing, actually.
Yes, if you choose the same restaurants and the same hotels, you can complain about the globalization. You can complain about globalization.
But why is he disagree? Because he or she's talking about the culture and food and restaurant.
She disagreed. Okay. She is disagree.
She disagrees.
She disagrees with him because he can choose.
The availability of things, because okay, because he doesn't appreciate. She disagrees because
She disagrees with him because he can choose different things, but he always get the same. For me, it's basically why is she disagree?
I think that she also disagrees because of the, I mean, the, how can I say it? Because the diversity of the world today. That now we have a lot of diversity, and he's only focusing on globalization.
Yes.
I think that, but I'm not sure if that is. I strongly with him, and I'm shocked by this one. How can he fail to see an? Yeah. Because of the-
For her, what happened in regards to the different nationalities in the past?
Here, what happened in the world?
Nationalities used to be stereotyped. Yes. Let me show you. In this part, let me. Are you able to see?
No, yo no.
To see the
No está
screen?
compartiendo.
Sorry. Sure. Okay. Now?
Yep.
In the past, people tended to be stereotyped by nationality. So that's about nationalities. Nationalities used to be stereotyped.
A stereotype. Stereotype.
Stereotype.
Stereotype.
And what's the difference nowadays? Today people are less specifically pigeonholed. Pigeon. I don't know what does pigeon.
What is the difference nowadays? Nowadays? Nowadays, you can.
Nowadays, people is less specifically pigeonholed by where the people come from. In your opinion, what is a good thing? Diversity and availability.
Availability.
What is the difference nowadays?
Availability.
Nothing. What is her suggestion for Mr. Ben? You can choose.
The next one is
We have that he can choose. Uh, does Chan Hu Li agree or disagree with him? Esta no sé.
Exacto, más bien yo creo que la que es diversity and availability is a good thing. La número 6, la número 6 o la número 7.
Vamos a ver. 1, 2,
Sí.
3, 4,
¿Cuál es la diferencia
Sí.
ahora?
5, 6, 7.
Nowadays.
No, la 6 is, what's the difference nowadays? It's related with nationalities. So in this part is in the past people tend to be stereotyped by nationality. And now they say today people are less specifically religion held by where they come from. For me,
But,
the number 6.
No,
Number
está
6,
bien.
number 6. And number 7 is, in her opinion, what is a good thing? What's her suggestion for Mr. Right? And in her opinion, the diversity and availability is a good thing. And he can choose other things. If he always chooses the same thing, he will get the same thing. Or that does Chan Hu Li agree or disagree with him? I don't know.
Chan Hu.
I'm gonna respond to Mark Wright's article, The Good Old Days from the Last Week. I agree with him. Disagree?
I agree with him.
Sameness of today's world.
Mm-hmm.
This being the inevitable downsides to globalization. He agrees.
Mm-hmm.
Is he or is Chang Hu Li is a
I agree.
is a she or is a he? Chang, I think it's a he. He agrees with him. And number 9. What does he think about the world today? Fully on the sameness of today's world is being inherited to the location. Other needs be more than the identical clothes people wear and gadgets they carry. No mention change restaurants or his argument that the old days were better in simplifying things the most. In my opinion, our world today is much richer and more exciting than the old days.
Recording in progress.
Okay, let's come back. I'm going to call attendance again, just in case. Adriana Arias,
Here, present.
Adriana Sancho.
Present.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Alfredo,
Present.
Andre,
Present.
Anthony, Ashley,
Here.
Justin,
Here.
Karen,
Here.
Natasha,
Present.
Sebastian.
I'm here.
Nice to meet you, Sebas.
Nice to meet you.
Sofía Castro,
Present.
Sofía Méndez,
Here.
Viviana, and Jocelyn. Okay, so we're going to discuss the ratings. So you can open the letter on page 38 and also the others on page 139 and 40. So we're going to answer the questions that we were doing before the break, right? So let's start with Adriana Arias. So question number 1, it says, why does the author Mark Wright travel frequently?
Why?
Adriana Arias.
Hello, Adriana Arias.
Okay, so let's go with Sofía Méndez. What is the reason?
What's the question of what?
So you can answer question 1. Why does Mark travel frequently?
Okay, for his job.
And where does he go usually?
I don't know that.
You can check it on the text.
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
Asia, Latin America, Europe.
Asia.
Latin America, Asia, and some another Latin American, and sometimes to Europe. Yeah.
Very good. And Andre, what does he complain about?
Well, she complains about that nowadays. Well, now you can find every single kind of restaurant or people who wears the same clothes and use the same devices or something like that. He's complaining about that because now you can't find an specific called the specific things that represents a nation.
They represent a
Nation.
Very good. So Alfredo, what does he miss specifically from the good old days?
He missed to know new cultures and different ways of life.
Can you repeat that?
He misses
Uh-huh.
to know new cultures and different ways of life.
That's fine. And Justin, what about Marsha Cole? Why does she disagree with Mark?
Well, she disagrees with him because, well, for her, he is a negative person, and also, well, people were stereotyped. Sorry, teacher, I don't know. Stereotyped. And well, not now. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And let's see who's next. Natasha. For her, what happened to nationalities in the past?
Okay, so people, well, in the past, people used to be stereotyped for their nationality or where they lived. So
And nowadays, what is the difference?
now, people, it's not a problem where people from. It's not a problem where people are from. Are from, yeah.
Are from.
Are from, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Like the world. Sorry, there's a more international view.
Okay, yes, excellent. And Ashley, let's do number 7. In her opinion, what is a good thing and what is her suggestion for Mr. Right?
Teacher, to be honest, I don't know. I need to read all of them again.
Okay, so Sofia Castro, what do you think?
Teacher, I am like Ashley in this moment.
No.
Okay, Viviana?
Okay, the number 6, teacher.
7.
7th. Let me see. In her opinion, what is it saying? What is it? Okay. And okay, he talks in her opinion. Okay, in her opinion, she talks about the diversity and the variety of the good things that they have, and suggest is that they can
one more time, and the
suggestion.
Suggestion.
It's about that they can choose different things or a lot of things in different restaurants or whatever they want to eat.
To consume. Okay, very good. And Adriana Arias, does Shang-Hu Li agree or disagree with Mark mostly? What do you think?
He's disagree mostly, I think.
Okay, can you say that again?
He disagree mostly.
Help. Disagrees.
Disagrees with him.
And why? What does he say?
I don't know. I don't remember very good, but I think that they don't have the same
opinion.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and Sofia Mendes. So what does he think about the work today? Is it better? Is it worse? What does he say?
Oh, teacher, we missed 8, 9, and 10. Those questions we didn't do it. So I don't know.
It's okay. So let's go to Alfredo. So what does this person say about the work?
was,
Okay, but I was
it
with
was
you.
with
Okay, so Andre, do you have it?
Number 9.
Yes.
He thinks that the world is richer and more exciting than the good old days.
Mm-hmm. You betrayed Sophia.
yeah, but
What is it?
Alvaro, what?
I spent 2 more minutes of my break.
Okay. And Justin, let's do the last one. What advice does he give Mr. Right?
Let's see. Well, he advised him to not stay in the same hotel every time.
Can you repeat that?
He
advised
advised him not to stay in the same hotel every time. In this case, Hilton Hotel. Well, he advised to visit the local hotels where more offer which will more offer authentic experience and culture.
Okay, excellent. Very good. So guys, now we're going to practice some speaking tasks. Okay. So I'm going to say the names of the people that are going to participate today. Okay, so only the people that I write here are going to participate, and the rest, you're going to be in person with them, but only like measuring the time and giving them feedback, okay? So today we'll have Ashley, Viviana, Andre, Justin, Sofia Mendez, and Adriana Sancho. Okay, so you guys are going to participate, and the rest that are not on this list, you're going to be in person with them, like giving them feedback and measuring the time and the minutes. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1. So number 1 is just describing the image. Okay, so you can take a photo here, and we're going to practice it in person. This is 1 minute per person. Okay. So 1 minute per person, and then we come back to check it.
Teacher, can you move the names a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to make the reason.
Like delete it. Yeah, delete
Yeah,
it.
thank you. That's better.
No problem. I think someone just left.
He couldn't with the pressure.
Yeah. But I don't know who it was. I don't know who left. Because there were 12 students, and now they are 11. Let me check who left. Irena Sanchez there. Sofia Mendez. Sofia Mendez, is she there?
Yeah, here.
Yes. Justin?
Here.
Justin is there,
I think
and
it was Natasha, teacher.
Natasha
Yeah,
left.
Nati.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, she's having some internet issues.
Yes.
Okay. So Adriana Sancho, you're going to participate next class, okay? Because we are uneven now. Yes, it's going to be only Ashley, Vivi, Andre, Justin, and Sofia Mendez. Okay, and the rest will help them.
Sure.
Okay, let me create the groups again in that case. Okay, give me just a minute to make the groups.
Sorry, teacher. What did you say? It is because I was doing something. I couldn't pay attention.
I was saying that Ashley, Viviana, Andre, Justin, and Sofia Mendez are going to be participating, doing the tasks, and the rest will help them. Yes, it's because since Natasha left, I have to eliminate one person from the list.
Okay.
So I'm going to create a group. Please give me just 1 second.
I felt like you are fired.
Yeah, sorry. Justin.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so for this one, let's have Viviana. So Vivi, you can do it, and the rest you can take notes to give her feedback when she finishes.
Hi,
Okay?
teacher. Okay.
You have 1 minute.
Okay. Well, in the background there are a telephone, a picture, a cup, beneath.
Viviana, are you there?
Hi, teacher. Okay. Well, in the background there are telephone, a picture, a cup, beneath the picture in the box, there is a woman who is talking by phone with her with her brother. I know for a fact because his wife is waiting very serious behind him while the day is running, and she's wearing rainbows and windproof umbrella. In the meantime, the woman is lying in her bed, happy because she's not get wet, and she's talking a lot of time. Meanwhile, the woman who is lying in her bed has a telephone and I don't know, parlante.
Okay,
Speaker.
time is up.
Okay.
So you can say a speaker.
The speaker, right?
There is a speaker.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Very well. So guys, do we have any feedback for her?
It's fact, no fact. I think, I mean, I heard fact.
The pronunciation. So we say fact. I know for a fact.
Yeah, Miss T.
Okay, very well. Anything else?
Teacher, I have a question. Actually, it is correct to say lying on her bed, or is it lying over her bed, or I don't know.
I'll say on, lying on her bed.
Okay, that's right.
It's correct, yes.
Lying on. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, very well. So in the first part I heard there are a telephone. So a telephone is one. So we say there is a telephone. It doesn't matter if you mention more things, you have to conjugate the verb accordingly to the first thing. So if a telephone is singular, you say there is a telephone, a photo, and a cup of coffee. Okay, so there is a telephone in singular. Then I heard she's not get wet. So we say she's not getting wet. Right? She's not getting wet. Getting wet. And I heard like day is raining. So we say it is raining. It is raining. Okay. Very well. So we're going to do task number 2. So yes.
I have a question. How do you say she's talking on the phone or she's talking by the phone?
On the phone sounds more natural.
Okay.
You can say she's talking by phone. If you say by, you don't say that. She's talking by phone.
All right.
But it sounds more natural to say on. She's talking on the phone.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, anything else? Okay, so let's do situation number 2. Ashley, can you read instructions, please? Tell about
a significant telephone call you made or received recently.
Okay. Do we have any questions?
No.
No.
Okay, so you can take a photo if you need it, and we're going to practice it in first. So the same people will participate, and the rest you can just take notes, right? Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay, so Vivi, you have 1 minute.
Okay, let me see. Tell about significant. Teacher, I don't understand. Tell about a significant telephone call you made or received recently. Whatever telephone.
Yes, you have to
Not
talk
whatever
about
telephone, whatever call.
yes, you have to talk an important call. Like maybe they called you for an interview, or maybe you called your father or something, and you had an important conversation. Okay, so you have to talk about an important conversation that you had over the phone.
Okay. Well, okay, well, today I called my father to ask about the time to I can get a ticket because in this quarantine all is complicated, and in 2 years because I have 2 years that the company is canceling to me the trip, and I wanted to know if I can to travel. So he told me that it's better to wait because in different countries today we need to make 40 days by quarantine, and that is better. It's not better to get a trip for my daughter and me, and I was very worried about that because they don't give me the money today.
Okay, very well. That's 1 minute. Okay, so do we have any feedback, Alfredo and Adri?
I think was okay.
Okay, and Alfredo, did you write any mistakes?
I don't write anything.
Okay, so I have a couple. So I heard all is complicated, so we can say everything is complicated.
Okay.
So everything is complicated. Then I heard like I have 2 years that my company is canceling my trips. So
I have been.
You can say, you have to start with my company. You can say my company has been canceling my trips for 2 years. Okay, the subject is the company, so you start with the company. My company has been canceling my trips for 2 years. And finally, I heard I want to know if I can to travel. So with can you don't say to. So I want to know if I can travel. Yes. Okay, excellent. So let's go back.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so for this one, let's see who can do it. Okay, let's have Andre. So you have 1 minute to tell us about an important call. Okay.
Well, let me think about. Let me think a little bit. Important call. I don't know. Well, I have one. Okay. An important call for me was when I called when I received a call from my grandmother who lives in Panama, and he called me, and for her it's so difficult to use the phone, but she called me, and I don't know how, but we started to talk about a lot of things. He asked me how I was, and well, she is always worried of my health, and well, he talked about the how was she because of the COVID, but she told me that he was in an excellent condition because thank God the COVID was in his body. So I think that's all. That's all.
Okay, excellent. Very well. So do we have any feedback, guys?
I don't know if he was talking about her mother or, his mother or father, because he makes
Yeah,
his.
he said
Yeah, I do that always. Sorry.
Yes, so you're talking about your grandma, right? So
Yeah,
that's
my grandma, yeah.
she, because
Yeah.
you said he like a lot of times. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so that's one thing. Anything else?
Except for that, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, it was good.
We understood the whole idea.
Yes, that was fine. So a little mistake there. I heard she's always worried of my health. So we say she is always worried about my health.
All right.
Worried about. And then one part you said, she told me how was she. So we say, she told me how she was.
All right.
She told me how she was.
How she
Okay,
was.
very well. Let's continue with task number 3. So Sebastian, can you read the instructions, please? Some cell phones.
Some cell phone users like answering their calls immediately wherever they are. Other users prefer to delay responding until they are in a suitable place. How do you feel about cell phone user answering their calls immediately wherever they are? Give your opinion and reason to support it.
Let's repeat reasons.
Reasons.
And let's repeat suitable place.
Mariana, compremos una mansión.
Okay, do we have any questions?
No.
Okay, you can take a photo and we do it in person. Okay, ready?
Ready as spaghetti.
Ready.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Some cell phone users like answering their calls immediately wherever they are. Other users prefer to delay responding until they are in a suitable place. How do you feel about cell phone users answering their calls immediately?
Immediately.
Wherever they are. Give your opinion and reason to support it. In my personal opinion, answering your cell phone wherever you are is a matter of perspective. Ideally speaking, if you are waiting for a call, for an important call, like a job or some news about someone in a specific situation, it's not important where do you answer the phone. Not unless if you're getting a phone call for a friend or for a bank, and it doesn't matter where you answering, you you can answer that in a more appropriate place. In my personal case, it depends. If I'm waiting for an important call, I will take it no matter where I am. And as a matter of fact, is if I'm waiting for a call for a credit or for a personal credit notification or a personal news, I will answer no matter where I am. And bottom line for me is that it depends on the personal situation of every person.
Well, in my personal opinion, I am trying always to answer immediately. If I see that, if I see who is calling me is my family or principally my daughter or my mom or my father, but but if I am sharing my time with my family or in my work, sometimes I put in delay the call, because if I am in my work, I can answer immediately. Ideally speaking, if I am in meeting, because I can't answer calls. But in my personal case, I always am using close me my phone, because I don't know if there are emergency that I need to answer, or I don't know if someone wants to call me. But if I need to answer friends or other people, maybe I put in delay.
Okay, we have to come back.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so let's have Justin. This one is for you. Okay, so you have 1
Thank
minute.
you. Okay. Well, in my personal opinion, I prefer answering the calls immediately. Ideally speaking, could be an emergency, and the people who is calling you maybe is requesting your help for an emergency. Nonetheless, if there is a kid who is maybe in a new street walking, who is walking into a new street, and his mother or her mother is calling, it is important to be always communicated. In my personal case, I prefer always answer the calls immediately, because maybe it could be a new job or opportunity. As a matter of fact, that if you lost that call, maybe you will lose your future job.
Okay, time's up.
Okay.
Okay, excellent, very good. So guys, do we have any feedback for Justin?
Teacher, I heard, but I don't know if it is correct or not. Ideally speaking, could be an emergency, or it could be an emergency.
You have to say it. Ideally speaking, it could be an emergency. That's correct.
Thanks, Adri.
You're welcome. But that's it, teacher. I don't have any more.
Okay, excellent. And anyone else? No? Okay, so guys, we're going to repeat the pronunciation of ideally. So ideally. Then I heard the people who is calling, so the people who are calling. Right, in plural.
Hasta luego, que le vaya bien.
Yeah, it's funny because I was telling that to Karen, and I let me explain. It is because I said maybe your mother is the person who are calling, and she tell is who is, and yes you are right. Then I say people who is calling, and it was like okay.
Yes, the person that is, or the people who are.
Yeah.
Very good. Then in the pronunciation of the word walking, we don't say the L, so we say walking. Without the L, okay? Walking. And I heard I prefer always answer, so we say I prefer to always answer. We can say I prefer to answer, I prefer to always answer. So with prefer we can say to. And the verb lose, because you were saying lost, like if you don't answer, you would lose an opportunity. So you can say you would lose. Okay, pronunciation lose. You would lose an opportunity. Okay, very well. So let's do number 4. Alfredo, can you help us read all your family?
Give me a second, please, because I can. All your family and friends have cell phones. What are the advantages and disadvantages of immediately answering your cell phone calls or texts wherever you are?
Okay, do you have any questions? Okay, you can take a photo. Okay, so for this task, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, this one is a little longer. 1 minute, 30 seconds per person.
Teacher, give me 1 second, please.
Okay. Got it.
Got it.
Cierra un poco. Uy, vean, sirvió. Y no lo he pensado. Cierra ahí un poco. Cierra un poco ahí. Y por eso es que se meten los bichos.
Okay. I think that advantages of answering advantages sorry, one of the advantages I consider if you answer the phones immediately is that you give your time, or you can help the people or answer their queries rapidly. But I think that disadvantages of answering immediately the calls are that you can hear things that you don't have to. I don't know. I think, or that you don't want to answer the phone to that person and you don't see the who was calling you. You respond immediately and have to talk with that person or that company, or for example when the bank numbers call you to offer you credit cards or something like that.
Sorry, I didn't take the time, so maybe you can finish your idea.
Yes, I am thinking. Okay. When you answer with to your family and friends in advance, immediately you one of the advantages to answering the calls later or not immediately is that you can think more your replies, or what do you want to transmit in that message, because sometimes you can be in a situation that do not allows you to answer in that moment.
Yes. Well, let's see. One of the advantages I can think of in regard to this idea is that would be nice if you call someone and that person give you the answer immediately. Consequently, it would allow you to say hi to people, yeah, that you didn't talk uh, so frequently. Moreover, it also include that you can jump.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so for this one, let's have Sofia Mendez. Okay, so you have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Sofia Mendez, is she there?
Yeah, I'm here. Teacher, I mean, you don't give us time to think and to make all the idea together.
No, that's kind of the idea. The idea is that you have to try to do it like when you have the instruction, because that's how we do it in evaluations and during exams. Like they tell you, okay, this is the instruction, so you can develop it, so you don't have like much time to think. So that's kind of the idea.
I mean, I cannot think in Spanish. Can you imagine me playing this thing in English? I mean, like,
Yes, I know it's not easy, but that's the idea that we can develop that
it's
skill.
not easy. I mean, not even in Spanish.
You can do it, Sophie.
Okay, go ahead. Mhm.
Okay. Teacher, can you put the time there because I want to see at the time?
Yes. Yes, of course. Just give me a second to adjust it.
Okay.
So 1 minute and 30 seconds. Ready?
Yeah.
More or less.
No.
Okay. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, but what can I do? But, one of the advantages I can think in regard of this idea would be that you will be able to talk with people around the world, and it will, consequently, it would allow you to socialize with more people. Moreover, it will, you will be talking with people wherever they are and whenever you want. For example, if someone special from the other side of the world calls me or put me a message, I can reply them immediately. On the other hand, a disadvantage of this idea could be that if you are in a delicate situation, you won't be able to answer it. I mean, yeah, able, but you shouldn't answer it because of the situation. Additionally, answering the phone when you are with someone else, in that situation, the other person can be upset because if you are answering. So in short, those are the disadvantages and advantages I can think. I think of answering the phone at this moment.
Okay, no, it was really, really good actually. Yeah, it was very good. I don't know why you were so afraid.
Wow.
So,
I
guys,
mean, not afraid. I mean, put the whole thing together and try to put
no,
there.
but, it was fine. Do we have any mistakes, guys? Or any feedback?
I have a question, teacher.
Uh-huh.
You can say a delicate situation.
Yes, that's okay. A delicate
Yeah,
situation.
it's the same meaning in Spanish.
Yes, you can say a delicate situation. That's okay.
Okay.
Very good.
That's it. It was pretty good.
Yes, it was very good. I think I only heard one thing, but I'm not sure if I heard correctly. But I think you said if someone puts me a message, so you can say if someone sends me a message.
Or write a message. Write me a message.
Write a message. You don't say write a message because you don't write, you type a message. So you can say
Someone type me a message.
Someone types me a message. That's correct, but it sounds very strange. The common thing is to say send. If someone sends me a message or sends me a text. Yes, so the correct verb there is send. If someone sends you a message or sends me a message. And if you're talking about the action of like creating the message, you don't say write, you can say type because it's like with a keyword. So type a message, you can say. Okay. Let's do the last one. Adri Sancho, can you help us read some authorities?
Let me see, teacher. Some authorities are considering appealing the current law against cell phone use while driving. Some legislators believe this is a terrible idea because it will increase the number of car accidents. Your neighbor is a legislator. Tell him what do you think about this proposal and convince him or her to agree with you.
This is a mistake. It should say your neighbor is a legislator.
Okay.
That's a mistake, yes. Legislator. Okay, do we have any questions about the vocabulary or the situation?
No, I don't have.
Okay, so if the situation is clear, you can take a photo and we do it in person. This is the last task for today. You're ready?
Yes. Some authorities are considering appealing the current law against cell phone use while driving. Some legislators believe this is a terrible idea because it will increase the number of car accidents. Your neighbor is a legislator. Tell him what do you think. What do you think about this proposal and convince him or her to agree with you. Hi, legislator. I am afraid I heard in the news that the new law proposal to avoid the cell phone to promote the cell phone use while driving. I know for a fact that my opinion is highly respected. Therefore, I can share my thoughts and my idea
Tome última, no me la pida más, no me gusta.
Appealing this current law. First of all, it will truly be a shame if that law is built in order to the number of car accidents that that will increase soon. If what you want is that the people get killed fast while they are driving, and they can't even kill. It's not only the problem that they kill only themselves. They will kill innocent people that are driving focused. I really hope that you think over it and voted against this proposal. Otherwise, the people of the neighbor will regret it because the number of car accidents will increase and innocent people will die on regards of this appealing law idea.
Okay, that's fine, I think. Okay. Hi, my name is Adriana. I hear on the news that you are trying to appealing the current law that is against the cell phone when you are driving. I know for a fact this is not a good opinion or idea, but I highly respect it. Therefore, I want to share what I think with you.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so this one will be for Ashley. What will happen?
No, teacher, no jamás.
Why not?
Because we don't know.
You can
Ali
do
tries to help me, but we can't.
We
Okay,
couldn't, teacher. We didn't have enough time to do it.
It's again, let's try to do it in 1 minute and 30 seconds, and after that we can give you feedback to improve. Okay?
Who?
So, Ashley.
No, teacher.
Yes,
Teacher,
sorry.
sorry, but no. Sorry.
Come on, go ahead.
No, teacher, sí, en serio, no. No supimos nada.
Okay, so Justin, would you like to try?
Well, I can try it. Thank you, Ashley.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi. I heard on the news that some authorities are considering appealing the current law against the cell phone use while driving. I know for a fact my opinion is highly respected. Therefore, I would like to share what I think in regards of this idea. First of all, it will truly be a shame if you approve this appeal in order to the people use their cell phones while they're driving, because it will increase the number of car accidents. If what you want is to decrease it, so you won't, so you have to deny this request. Well, I really hope you think it over twice and vote against this appeal submission, and otherwise people in the streets and in their cars and some families will regret it because it won't bring any positive outcome.
Okay, excellent, very good. So guys, do we have any feedback for Justin? No? Okay, well, I think it was really good and really fluent. So the only little detail that I heard was in regards of, so in this case we say in regards to.
In regards, okay, thanks.
In regards to. And another thing here in this part where it says highly respected, there's the idea is that you talk about your neighbor's opinion because he's the legislator, so you can say, I know for a fact that your opinion is highly respected in the legislature, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, so this part is to say something about the person that is like the legislator or the president or whatever, right?
Okay.
Very good. Yes, and guys, if you are having trouble with these tasks, try to review them at home, right? Because if we do like an evaluation of if you're doing a real exam, you cannot say no, right? So try to review them at home so you can like gain more confidence and yes, and try to practice them if you're having more like difficulties with these
Sure.
exercises. Yes.
In the past, in some tasks, the teachers help us to make an idea how to start it. I don't know if that was fine or not, but that sometimes may help us to have some ideas or change a little bit in order to make our own retelling or speaking test or whatever we have to do. So maybe that helps in the future.
Mhm. Well, that's not wrong, but that's done in basic and intermediate modules. But now that you're in advanced modules, the way we work is a little different. So you have to be like more independent in that sense. So I mean, I can still help you. Like I visit different pairs and everything, and we give you the feedback. But the idea is that you develop your own ideas, because I mean, if I write like a complete text, I mean, I will be writing my opinion, not your opinion. So it is that you can like develop your own ideas. Yes.
Okay.
So we can help you like with the feedback and the corrections, but I am not going to write everything because that's only in basic and intermediate modules.
Okay. Teacher, sorry, in this case or in this sentence, we need to talk about we agree or disagree with the legislator.
Yes, the idea is that your neighbor or your friend or whatever is like a part of the board, like the people who take decisions. So you have to try to convince that person to have the same opinion as you. So for example, if you think that it is a bad idea, you have to convince the person that it is a bad idea. So you're going to say like, hey, Jose, I want to talk to you about this proposal because I think it's a terrible idea because it would increase the number of accidents or whatever. But you can also agree with the idea. Maybe you can say, well, I think it's a good idea because using the cell phone is very important, and maybe if you have an emergency, you have to answer it immediately.
Okay.
So the idea is that you develop your own criteria.
Okay, but he's impartial. I only need to talk about my opinion. He's impartial.
Yes, it is personal. It's your own opinion.
Okay,
Yes. Okay, you're welcome. So guys, if we don't have any more questions, we can leave for today. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, teacher.
It was nice meeting you. Have a good night.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.